Associated Koch brothers have launched a campaign to derail Obamacare. Here's the ad they're running in 6 states, including North Carolina.
The changes in our healthcare system are a big concern to me. Obamacare is dangerous. It can't be implemented. Your well-being judged by a bureaucrat in D.C. is devastating.
And join us today on Flashpoint, State Senator Bob Brucho, City Councilman Michael Barnes, and Democratic Attorney Michael Daisley. Is this an effective strategy, threatening to shut down the government just in order to voice your opposition toward Obamacare?
Dave, I don't even think that premise is correct, because what it's saying is we're going to go ahead and fund the government, but do away with the Obamacare because it is absolutely destructive to the economy. As weak as we are today, the last thing we need is another jolt. Within 2 weeks, that will start hitting, and we're going to see more and more businesses like Home Depot today said that they are, I think it was 50,000 employees that they're not going to, they're going to move into the part-time, so they're not going to be eligible. This totally is a misrepresentation of what is. The House members are saying, we have a budget. We just don't have funding for Obamacare in it. And if there's a shutdown, it's because the president and Senator Reid have forced the shutdown.
Dave, good governing is about good priorities. Not so much what do you want, but what it is you want most. And here's what Republicans are saying. And you can agree or disagree, but this is what they're saying. It is more important for us, for the United States, to default on its full faith and credit than it is to have to go forward with Obamacare. That's the proposal. The proposal is, look, we'll go ahead and pay our bills that we already owe, so long as you don't have Obamacare, right? We will go ahead and keep the government running so long as you don't have Obamacare. And so what that's saying is we'd rather shut it down. We'd rather default than continue with Obamacare. It's just wrong priority.
You know, there's an even more fundamental issue here, and that is that this is the 41st time the House has voted to repeal the Affordable Care Act. They're wasting time, they're wasting money, they're wasting resources. People say repeal Obamacare, but no one has yet suggested what would replace it. There are 40+ million Americans who do not have health care who need it. And all we've heard from the Republicans in the U.S. House is just repeal Obamacare, repeal Obamacare. They've done nothing to work with the administration to make it a success. All they've done is commit themselves to destroy it. And I think the senator would agree with that.
Michael, I'll say that I can't agree with you, because the person that hasn't spoken to anybody is the president. He just refuses to negotiate out any manner. It's either his way or the highway. And all the House members are saying is they believe the damage that will come from the implementation of the Obamacare health care system will be absolutely destructive to the United States and to the economy. We're all interested. We're all interested in the issue dealing with providing health care availability. But I'll say to you, there are a number of House members that have come with proposals on this. And I think Mike was in error in saying the fact that he said it is forcing to go to a shutdown. That's the decision coming from the Senate and the president. The House said, here's a
No, that's what John Boehner said last week. He said we are going to shut down the government in order to defund Obamacare. And your senator, Senator Berg, who actually thinks a pretty good guy, said that it's a dumb idea. And it is a dumb idea because it's a distraction for our country. It's a distraction for the economy, and it harms America. And I recognize they don't care,
the destruction will come when we implement Obamacare because it's destroying jobs.
You have no evidence of that.
It's already happening.
Number one, you have no evidence. Number one, there's no evidence. And number two, you cannot cite what you would do to insure these people who have no health care insurance.
I want to go back to the commercial that the Koch brothers were talking about. Because it is interesting, and particularly here in North Carolina, in which, again, there's been a failure to expand Medicaid so that 500,000 uninsured could have coverage they otherwise wouldn't have. One of the things that one of the actresses said in there, oh gosh, it's going to be terrible to let bureaucrats make the decision. Well, now what's happening is you're having highly paid boards of directors for for-profit insurance companies make the most critical health care decisions. And if you want that, then keep what we have.
All right, let's move on here. A new poll